Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? Hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEBS Home School. This is Shahjadi Akter, Assistant Teacher of Science of National Ideal English Version School, Day Shift. Today, I am going to take an elementary science class for class 5 students. My dear students, our today's topic, chapter 1 discussion, today's lecture number 1 and SW number also 1. My dear students, this is our first class for half yearly term. The first chapter, our environment. The first chapter, our environment. Relation between living and non-living things. All the things in the environment can be classified into living things and non-living things. My dear students, first of all, here given, here underline this line. This is important for fill in the blanks. Okay, and short question answer. All the things in the environment can be classified into living things and non-living things. That means all the things in the environment can be classified into two types or two groups, that is living things and non-living things. People, animal and plants are living things, and soil, water, air, cars, chairs, etc. are non-living things. So my dear students, underline also this line. This is also important for fill in the blanks or matching. Then come to next page. Go to next page. Here we will discuss how do living things depend on non-living things. Okay, human depend on non-living things. Human depend on non-living things. Underline also this line. They need air to breathe, water to drink and food to get nutrition for survival. My dear students, underline also this line. They also use soil for growing crops and land to build their shelter. However, human needs shelter, furniture, clothes, appliances, etc. to live. My dear students, see that figure. Human depend on non-living things in their life. Now come to other animals. Other animals also depend on non-living things for survival. Animals need air, water and food to live. My dear students, underline this line. This is very important. Fill in the blanks. Animals need air, water and food to live. They use soil and water as habitat. Some animals like insects or earthworms live in soil, and some such as fish or prawn live in water. My dear students, here also given the figure of animals. Here we can see that from this figure we can see that animals live in water and some animals live in soil. Now plants depend on non-living things to survive in their environment. Plants depend on non-living things to survive in their environment. Plants use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide from the air to make their own food. My dear students, underline also this line. This is important for question answer and fill in the blanks. Plants use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide from the air to make their own food. Plants such as water lily and water hyacinth also use water as habitat. Now see that figure, my dear students. From this figure we can see that plants use here is a sun. Okay, this is sunlight. Plants use sunlight, water, this one is water and carbon dioxide from air to make their food. Okay, and I repeat, plants use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide from air to make their food. Okay, living things depend on non-living things. Living things depend on non-living things for survival in the environment. Living things depend on non-living things for survival in the environment. All living and non-living things that exist and interact in one place is called an ecosystem. My dear students, mark this line also. This one is a short question answer. What is called ecosystem? All living and non-living things that exist and interact in one place is called an ecosystem. My dear students, next go to next page. In this page we will discuss mutual dependence between plants and animals. That means from this discussion we will learn how do plants and animals depend on each other. Okay, now come to next page, page number 5. The plants and animals depend on each other in the environment. The plants and animals depend on each other in the environment. And from this discussion we will learn how do plants and animals depend on each other. Animals depend on plants in many ways. Animals use the oxygen given off by plants. My dear students, underline also this line. This is important line. Animals use the oxygen given off by plants. Animals eat various parts of plants such as stems, leaves, fruits to get energy. Plants are also used as shelter by the animals. Several animals like monkey, squirrel and insects also use plants for their shelter. Birds make their nest on trees, and human beings also use plants to make their houses. My dear students, from this discussion we have learned that how do animals depend on plants. Now, plants depend on animals for growth, making food, pollination and seed dispersal. My dear students, this first line is very important for fill in the blanks and question answer. Plants depend on animals for growth, making food, pollination and seed dispersal. Plants use the carbon dioxide given off by the animals to make food. Underline also this line. This is a short question answer. And plants depend on animals for nutrients too. Okay. So, when animals die, the dead remains become fertilizers in the soil. Plants use that fertilizer as nutrition to grow, and through the pollination, plants make seeds. Through pollination, plants make seeds. My dear students, this is important. Fill in the blanks. New plants grow from these seeds. Animals such as birds, bees helps plants in their pollination. Seed dispersal means the transport of seeds away from the parent plant. Seed dispersal helps plants to create new colonies. My dear students, this is another important short question answer. What is seed dispersal? I repeat, seed dispersal means the transport of seeds away from the parent plant. Seed dispersal helps plants to create new colonies. Like this, plants and animals depend on each other in the environment. So, my dear students, from this above discussion, we have learned that how do animals depend on plants and how do plants depend on animals. Now, go to next page, energy flow. Living things need energy for survival. Living things need energy for survival. This is important. Fill in the blanks. Plants get energy from the sun. That means we know that the sun is the main source of energy. Sunlight is the main source of energy. So, plants get energy from the sun, animals get energy from food. My dear students, now we will learn that, we will discuss that how do animals depend on other living things to get energy. Okay, how do animals depend on other living things to get energy. Now, come to next page, page number 7, food chain. All animals directly or indirectly depend on plants for their energy. Plant produces its own food using the energy of the sunlight. We know that plants produce its own food for using the sunlight. Not only sunlight, plants use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide to make their food. An insect eats the plants and a frog eats the insect. My dear students, see, an insect eats the plants and a frog eats the insect. And in the same process, the frog is eaten by a snake, and then the snake is eaten by an eagle. And like this, energy is passed from plants to animals. And the path of food energy in an ecosystem from plants to animals is called food chain. So, my dear students, here is the short question answer. What is food chain? The path of food energy in an ecosystem from plants to animals is called food chain. The food chain begins with the green plants. My dear students, this is very important. Fill in the blanks. Okay, now see that figure. This is grasshopper, this is frog, this is snake and this is eagle. Okay, my dear students, now we'll see how energy will pass from plants to animals. First, grass produce their own food from sunlight by using sunlight. Then grasshopper is eaten by grass is eaten by grasshopper. Then grasshopper is eaten by frog, and frog is eaten by snake, and snake is eaten by eagle. So, like this circle, the energy energy passed from plants to animals. Okay, see, so this circle is called food chain. Okay, now come to food web. In any ecosystem there are many food chains. In any ecosystem there are many food chains. See here, there are many food chains. Okay, all the plants and animals are part of several food chains. All the plants and animals are part of several food chains. For example, a hawk may eat a mouse, a squirrel, a frog or some other animals. The snake may be eat a rabbit, a rat or some other animals. Several food chains connecting together make a food web. So my dear students, here also another short question answer. What is food web? I repeat, several food chains connecting together make a food web. So my dear students, from this discussion we have learned that how energy can pass from plants to animals, and here also we have learned that what is food chain, and here we have learned that what is food web. And from this discussion we can say that the difference what is the difference between food chain and food web. My dear students, now your SW, today's SW number 1. Today's SW number 1 and your SW topic is you have to make 5 fill in the blanks from this discussion. From this discussion you have to make 5 fill in the blanks and submit it on Saturday, that is 22/1/22. Okay, my dear students, I hope all of you have understood our today's topic. Practice properly this topic. See you again in the next class. Allah Hafiz.